Well, YouTube just flipped the whole table on how content works, and no, they didn't post an update or make some flashy announcement, but if you've been paying attention, then you can feel it. The algorithm isn't just chasing views anymore, it's chasing buyers, and that's a good thing for you if you actually want to make money online. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how this buyer first algorithm works, while most creators will get left behind, and how you can position your channel to dominate in this new game. So if you've been making videos hoping that YouTube sends you a shiny trophy for your sub count, then this is your wake-up call. Matter of fact, who am I kidding? This ain't your wake-up call. This probably isn't even for you, but if you actually want to make 7 figures online in your business like I have, and just have one digital product make a little over 900K, then this video is for you. So make a decision real quick. Is this for me? Is this not for me? And if this is for you, it's only gonna take me about 5 minutes to break down this whole concept here. If this is not for you, feel free to click off this video and go watch some more videos about how to grow subscriber count or how to go viral, and then just end up being one of those burnt out content creators that have a large following, but don't make any money from it. Here's what nobody's talking about. YouTube's algorithm has always been built to keep people on the platform, but now it's getting way better at figuring out what type of viewer you're attracting. Not just are they watching, but are they spending money? If YouTube can send an advertiser a viewer that actually buys stuff, that's worth 10 times more than just some random dude that binge watches videos and never clicks anything. So let me break it down for you. So first you have to understand YouTube, and then you have to understand how YouTube's business works. So YouTube has a bank of videos, and then YouTube has a bank of viewer profiles, right? And YouTube is simply just a matchmaker. All that it wants to do is match the right video with the right viewer, and so forth. Very simple, right? But then you have to think about, how does YouTube make their money? Who is YouTube's customer? Well, in order for YouTube to make their money, people, they think that they are the customer. The viewer thinks that YouTube has to please them. No, that's not the case at all. The viewer, you are not YouTube's customer. YouTube's customer that gives them the money, and the only way that YouTube makes money, is an advertiser. So let's reverse engineer this. Advertisers pay YouTube money in order for YouTube to place videos in front of people that are going to spend money. Because if YouTube doesn't put videos in front of people that are going to spend money off of the ads that advertisers place, then all this, it just blows up and it goes to complete hell, because that is the only way that YouTube makes money. If an advertiser does not pay to get in front of an eyeball on a YouTube video, then YouTube makes absolutely nothing. Zero, zilch, nada. And this is why you're going to start to see creators with way fewer views start to pass creators in this right here, in the munyan, that might have way more subscribers. And that's why people that understand this are gonna make more money, not only on the front end, where most people are just trying to make money. And always remember this, amateurs make money on the front end, but experts make money on the back end. So what I mean by this is this: people that understand this buyer algorithm shift, they're going to make more money off of the views alone than somebody that's just trying to go out and get all the views possible. So just from a YouTube monetization standpoint, I don't even have the biggest channel yet, but I make more money per 1,000 views than somebody that has a way, way, way bigger channel than me. So I'll just show you this real quick. So you see right here, this is my CPM. CPM stands for cost per 1,000, right? Basically. So this is how much advertisers pay for my fairly small YouTube channel. So for every 1,000 views, an advertiser pays $50.09. Let me refresh that just so, because I always know there's somebody in the, oh, why don't you refresh it? If it's real, refresh it. Well, I keep on refreshing it. So as of right now, advertisers pay $50.09 to get on my videos per 1,000 views. Well, most people on YouTube, advertisers just pay a couple to a few bucks, to whereas my videos, they pay $50. Why? Because I have buyers watching my channel. I don't make videos for anybody, but typically people that watch my videos, YouTube knows that they buy stuff, so an advertiser will be more willing to pay to get on one of my videos than somebody else's videos. But if you're thinking like a contentpreneur, which you need to be thinking is, and that's somebody that uses content to drive traffic to their business, then you can monetize that way more on the back end with your actual business, with your actual products, with your actual offer. And that's where the real money and where it gets so beautiful in these YouTube streets is because so many people have been burnt by dirty, shiesty advertisers that all the ads that they're getting fed, even though they want to buy, they don't really feel comfortable clicking and purchasing from that ad. Why? Because they don't know, like, or trust the person in the ad, and that's who people buy stuff from. People buy stuff from people that they know, like, and trust. So if YouTube is looking to put your content in front of people that buy, and then you truly add them value and you come up with a solution to their problem, then they come to know, like, and trust you. They will buy your stuff over the person with the ad. And when you understand this, you can leverage it and you can just keep on hitting the easy button. And this is something to whereas a lot of advertisers are struggling with too, because the cost of ads, the cost of advertising, CPM, and let me clarify this for you just in case you don't know. This number right here, this is called CPM, cost per mil. Mil's just a fancy word for 1,000, right? So this isn't me getting paid $50 per 1,000 views. This is what an advertiser pays, cost per mil. What I receive is called RPM, revenue per mil. And with YouTube, the way that they bust it down is somewhere around 50-50. So think about how many views you would have to get for the typical content creator that only has a couple to a few dollars CPM. So imagine if somebody has a $6 CPM and then YouTube is busting it down somewhere around 50-50 with them. They're only getting paid around $3 per, like, you gotta do a lot. And that's why all these content creators be out here burnt out. But that's a story for a whole nother day or another video. But the cost of advertising is going up. So advertisers' CPMs are constantly rising. That's why so many of them are trying to figure out the YouTube game, but they don't know how because they didn't build a solid brand and they just lent on advertising. And I'm telling you from past experience also, if you're in a position to where it's the only way you can make money, and I'm not even gonna say the only way that you can make money, the only possibility that you have to make money is by paying for ads, then you have a business that can and will crumble very, very, very fast. But if you build a solid foundation and you build a micro niche personal brand and you know how to leverage YouTube, then you can basically get paid from YouTube to market and promote your business by getting paid from all the people that are running ads that aren't working. And they wish that they knew how to do what you do for free. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful place to be in business. I love it over here. I love it over here. But just think about it. Who does YouTube want more of? The guy that just sits around and watches cat videos for 3 hours and never buys anything? Or the business owner that watches 3 videos and downloads a software tool and then buys a paid course? Or let me take it back to that cat guy. Who would they rather have? The guy that just watches 3 hours of cat videos and never buys anything, or the guy that watches 3 to 5 cat videos and then downloads somebody's freebie about how they can train their cat and then later on buys that person's course on how they can train their cat to not get on their countertops in their kitchen? Which that's the reason why I don't eat at anybody's house that has cats, because cats be all over the damn kitchen, just stepping all over the stove and the oven and all over the cabinet and in the sink and if you have a cat, I don't have anything against you. Just don't invite me over for dinner. But it's not even close. If your channel is optimized for the second person, then YouTube loves you and YouTube will send you more traffic. Now, you may not get the most traffic, and that's why a lot of people that don't understand this shift struggle with, because they get caught up in all the vanity metrics of YouTube. Man, let me turn this back black before you think I'm gangbanging or something out here with all the red and whatnot. But most people that struggle with this They get caught up in the vanity metrics of YouTube. So they get caught up thinking that it is a subscriber game and it's a game of getting all the views, when that's not the case at all. Because most people that understand this, they build a micro niche personal brand, and they understand that the views that they are getting are quality views, because majority of the people that watch content on YouTube, period, are never going to buy anything anyway. So why would you want all of the vanity metrics of virality and all these views of people that are not ever going to convert to dollars, versus flipping it and getting less views but getting targeted views, instead of having a shotgun and you shooting out bird shots and your bullets are just spraying everywhere? Well, with this mentality of a contentpreneur, you're a sniper and you just ping, ping, ping. You're just shooting them off, and you're way more targeted, and you're more efficient. I would much rather have a video get 1,000 views from 1,000 of the right people than get 100,000 views of 100,000 of the wrong people. I've had videos that have not blown up at all, but have bought me a lot of buyers. And in the YouTube analytics, it will look like that video hasn't performed, because it would be a 10 out of 10, right? You know, all of us on YouTube, we hate that 10 out of 10, which shows that it's the worst video of the last 10 that we've ever done. And everybody, I'm guilty of this too at times in my past. Everybody, they're rooting to get that 1 out of 10. I need that 1 out of 10, so it's the best one. But I posted a video that was a 10 out of 10. YouTube said from a vanity metric point, it was the worst video that I've ever done. But it was a record-breaking month for me in business from that one video. And I'm telling you, it's like this for anybody within any niche. So just imagine that somebody was a chef, right? Somebody, they could make a video on TikTok about a chef juggling knives, and it could go viral, get millions of views, but no sales. But then on the flip side, you could make a simple YouTube video titled something like "The Best Chef's Knife for Under $100." Well, that video probably wouldn't get millions of views like the entertaining video of a chef juggling knives on TikTok would. But who would be watching those videos on YouTube? The best chef's knives for under $100. Well, that's targeted. So it will probably only be either people looking to cook or people that are chefs. And then they will be looking for a high quality option under $100. And then imagine if that creator either had affiliate links to the knives, or better yet, had their own product and they own the knives themselves. Who would make more money in that example? The person that went viral on a short form platform, or people that are just numbing their mind and turning their minds into goo? They're just sitting on the toilet, just passing the time? Or that person that is actually looking for a solution to their problem? They find that solution that is speaking to them for the chef's knife that they're looking for under $100. And then the person adds value, they educate them, and then they happen to have a link to where they can purchase the thing that they just educated them about. That's the difference between just having traffic and having buyer traffic. And if you understand this and know how to leverage it, then YouTube will reward you with the second type, with the buyer traffic. Now, this is where most creators fail. They package their videos for curiosity instead of conversion. Your title, thumbnail, and hook are your front door, but if you're trying to attract buyers, then you can't just have some funny or super creative title just to attract the wrong people through that door. So here's my simple 3-step filter for buyer-like packaging. The first step is that you want to call out the identity, right? Call out the identity. And what I mean by this is that buyers self-identify. So if you're making a video for business owners, put small business in the title. So for example, small business marketing tips that work in 2025, not just marketing tips. Or if you're helping new mothers lose some of that baby fat, make a video like 5 ab workouts for new moms instead of just ab workouts. Call out the identity so the viewer will identify. Now, the second step is to promise a tangible result. Buyers, they click for transformation, not entertainment. So for example, if somebody was a freelancer, a video titled How to Save 10K a Year in Taxes as a Freelancer would work way better than freelancer finance tips. You see, one, they know what the transformation that they're getting by consuming that content. The other, they really don't. They have to question it. And then the third step is to repel the wrong audience. Yes, I said repel. We don't want everybody watching our stuff. Don't be afraid to make your title less clickable for the wrong crowd so your click-through rate is higher with the right crowd. So for example, instead of making a how to grow on YouTube video, make a how to get your first clients on YouTube even with 100 subs. Instead of making a how to meal prep video, make a how to meal prep for busy working moms on a tight budget. When you package for buyers, your numbers might look lower in views, but your income looks higher. And I would always rather have my income be higher than what people think my view count is. Now let's tie this all together to play this game. So first, you niche down to the avatar. Stop making for everyone content. Pick the type of avatar or buyer that you want and only make content for them. Then you design videos around your buyer's questions. And then you want to have a bridge. So every video needs a what's next step. Every video needs to be next step ready. And that's why every video needs a bridge, whether it be a freebie, whether it be a low ticket digital product, whether it be a community, but you need to have some next step to whereas that viewer can go to. Something that turns attention into a transaction. If you just send them to another random video with no clear sales path, then you just wasted your traffic. But the YouTube game is no longer about getting the most people to click, it's about getting the right people to click. And if you focus on attracting the right people, you'll make more money, your content will compound faster, and YouTube will reward you with sending you more of the right people. And the creators who ignore this shift keep on chasing views and keep wondering why their income flatlines, and the ones that get it will run the table like all them that you see on the screen right now. And if you're ready to make more working less online from stuff that you already know, go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this Credit at the Top community. For weekly coaching from myself, all my exclusive trainings, plus a private community and entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only a few bucks a day to join right now, literally less than a cup of coffee per day. So go ahead and click the link down in the description and tap in. And I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. And go ahead and check out this video right here for a step-by-step system that you can implement for yourself to make your first 7 figures off of this right buyer traffic. It's Credit at the Top.